Hey there guys, it is Natural Nadine here and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be all about the difference between heat training and heat damaged hair. Now heat training is something that is fairly new to me. I say new because it's not something that I ever really researched before, and so I really wanted to make a video for those of you who are also were like me, a bit confused, a bit like what's the difference, to really clear it up a little bit. Without me rambling on guys, let's get into the video. So guys, the first thing I want to answer is, what is heat training? Now heat training is when you can wear your hair straight majority of the time. You can still wear your hair curly because you have managed to maintain and keep your curls intact whilst you are straightening your hair over time. Now it seems like the perfect balance because it's like you can wear your hair straight, and then if on the off chance you do want to do a wash and go or wear your hair curly, then you have the option to do that as well. One thing about heat training which makes it massively different from heat damage is that one, your curl pattern slightly loosens but it doesn't completely disappear. So how do you get heat trained hair? Because it really seems like the best of both worlds. I can wear my hair straight, I can wear my hair curly. Why isn't everybody doing it? The key to actually being able to maintain heat trained hair is being able to straighten your hair but not pushing it to the point of damage. Of course you're going to experience some damage. You'll experience like a looser curl pattern, you might experience a little bit of reduction in elasticity and curl bounce back, but overall your curls and your texture is still very much there and present. Now this was the thing that I found really confusing about heat trained versus heat damage, because it was like, okay, how do I manage to wear my hair straight all the time, all year round, whatever, where I want to wear a wash and go here and there? How do I manage to balance that? And this is where I think that heat training and heat damage becomes a really fine line. In order to actually heat train your hair, you need to understand how many times you can straighten your hair before you reach that point of irreversible and excessive heat damage. When I had my curly hair, I would still straighten my hair a couple of times in the year, not that often, and I knew after maybe 3 back-to-back silk presses that I was going to have heat damage. I was going to need to wean off the heat, I was going to need to do a protein treatment, I was going to need to nurse my hair back to health. People's hair takes differently to different treatments, right? It's like somebody can bleach their hair 5 times and still manage to maintain its curls, its elasticity, and then you have other people who will bleach their hair once and it's brittle, dry, done for. And that's the same with heat. Everybody's hair reacts to heat so differently, and I know that my hair particularly, especially my curls, they were not sticking around for that long after silk presses. I've seen a video of some people who can do 20+ silk presses in 1 year and their hair still bounces back, it still has its texture, still has its curls, obviously not in the same state that it used to be. And then there's people like me who straighten my hair 3-4 times in the year and my curls are already tapping out, they're done, they've left the chat. In terms of how you can heat train, it really depends on the hair, and I honestly think that heat training is probably not possible for everybody. I really think that if you are going to be heat training, you have to open your mind to the possibility that maybe your curls won't come back. If that's not something that you're willing to get on board with, I probably wouldn't even attempt to do back-to-back straight hair styles. A lot easier for you to gauge what your hair likes by straightening your hair once, then seeing how your hair gets nursed back to health. Straighten it twice, then seeing how your hair is nursed back to health. And the key to understanding how your hair has taken to that heat is to not always take the first wash day post silk press. Understand what your hair is like 2-3 times after you've washed it post silk press. After you've done like 3 wash days, have your curls still not bounced back? You've done a protein treatment, you've done everything to nurse your hair back to health, but if it's not quite gotten back to that state, then know that you are a bit more sensitive to heat than somebody who can do back-to-back silk presses 10 times in the year and maintain their curl pattern. So how do you recover from minor to severe heat damage? This is something I know about all too well. When I wore my hair curly, I did straighten my hair 3-4 times in the year during the winter months, and I would always get heat damage, like always. I have an entire video on that goes into a lot more depth on the steps and the processes that you need to take, but just to give you a quick breakdown on a few things that can definitely help for you to recover from severe or minor heat damage include protein treatments, use bond builders, and train your curls to form back in the way that you want them to form. Straight hair naturals will wear their hair straight all year round, never wear it curly, which is exactly what I am now. Hence why I have heat damaged hair. I don't have heat trained hair. I couldn't put my hair in a wash and go right now because it would literally look like a hot mess. My curls are gone. They left the chat. they've disintegrated. And this is where I really feel like if you are somebody who's not willing to let go of your curls, then I would probably take it easy with the heat training journey, because there is a fine line between straightening your hair here and there and losing your curls completely. When I became a straight hair natural, I literally lost my curls within like one wash day. Like one wash day they were there, they were perfect, and then the next they were literally pretty much gone. So it is a really fine line between how much your hair can take before it reaches its breaking point. Now the next point that I want to mention is, can you maintain heat damaged hair? My answer to that is absolutely. Okay, there are different forms of damage, and just because your hair has some form of damage does not mean you cannot maintain it and be healthy. Okay, hair is dead in itself anyway, so what you're really already trying to do is keep something that is dead alive. You can maintain hair that is color treated and make it healthy. You can maintain hair that is relaxed and make it healthy. You can also maintain hair that is heat damaged and make it healthy. Again, there's a fine line between your hair being a healthy heat damage to then becoming an absolute hot mess. As long as you maintain the condition, the moisture content, and keep a nice barrier over your hair for moisture to be retained. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.